Good morning. Good morning. All right, let's scooch to the edges of our chair and place the feet about hip width out in front of you. And just lift all 10 of your beautiful toes and then begin to sink them down into the mat. Relax your hands, maybe palms up into a mudra hand, a thumb to a finger, placing them on the legs. Then begin to seal your lips and take inhales and exhales only through your nose if available. Notice the rise and the fall of your chest, your belly. Invite your eyes to softly shut and start to send that awareness to how your body's feeling today through the power of your breath, matching every inhalation with the exhalation. And let's allow this 45-minute chair flow to be a release of not only stress, anxiety, tension in the body, to be a release physically of the ailments that we may have today. So allow the mind to press pause and allow today's practice to transform you into a better person, not just physically, but mentally, spiritually. On your next breath, release the arms down by your sides. Take a big inhale, reach both arms to the sky. Take your right hand, grab the left wrist, give it a tug and a pull, and begin to lean over and descend to the right side of the room. Be heavy in the left heel. Notice if the left hip wants to lift up. Breathe into the left side body. Gently bring the arms back to center, switch it out, take the left hand of the right wrist, give it a tug and a pull, and begin to lean off to the left side of the room. Come back to center, bend the elbows, cactus the arms, a gentle little back bend, shine the heart forward. On an inhale, reach up and touch the sky. On the exhale, twist yourself to the right. Take your right hand and grab the chair somewhere. Take your left hand outside of the right leg. The inhale fills the lungs. The exhale twists you a little further, a little deeper. Pause for another full breath and allow this twisting sensation to stimulate the digestive system, to help release the low back pressure, mid-spine. Come back to center, both arms reach to the sky. Bend the elbows, cactus the arms, lift your beautiful heart. Touch the sky, reach up. On the exhale, twist now to your left. Take the left hand, grab the back of the chair somewhere. Take the right hand outside of the left leg. Add a little bit of gentle pressure. On this inhale, lengthen the spine, sit 2 inches taller. On the exhale, twist a little deeper into it. Stay for another full inhale and exhale. Flooding the lungs with a new breath, letting it spill all the way into the belly. Come back to center, both arms reach to the sky. Bend the elbows, cactus the arms. On an inhale, reach up. Hands come on the front side of the knees or on top of the thighs. We're going to work our way through a few seated cat-cows. On an inhale, the heart lifts. On an exhale, round a lot. Chin into chest. Pull your vertebrae to the back of the chair. On an inhale, sit up nice and tall. Look to the sky. On the exhale, round a lot. Chin into chest. Inhale, sit up tall, look to the sky. Exhale, chin into chest, round a lot. One more time. Inhale, arch the back, lift up. On an exhale, tuck the tailbone, the chin, and round each and every vertebra. On an inhale, sit tall. Take a big inhale, reach both arms to the sky. On an exhale, melt your hands through to heart center. On an inhale, reach up. On an exhale, forward fold. Sweep your arms back by your sides. On an inhale to half lift, slide the hands up the shins, lengthen the spine. On an exhale, melt down. On an inhale, root to rise, bring your head up and reach to the sky. On the exhale, hands come through to heart center. We're going to work our way through 2 more times this little modified salutation. On an inhale, reach up. On an exhale, fold over your lap, arms sweep back by your sides. On an inhale to half lift, pull your heart forward. On an exhale, tummy to thighs. On an inhale, touch the sky. On your exhale, slide the hands down the center of your body until the thumbs meet the chest. One more time, inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive yourself forward. On an inhale to half lift, or to Uttanasana, lengthen the spine. On an exhale, head drops, belly down. On an inhale, reach to the sky, sit taller. On your exhale, hands follow through to heart center. Close your eyes and notice how that little modified salutation begins to not only just still the mind, but heat the body internally. Then relax your arms down by your sides. You're going to take the right hand and grab underneath of the chair. And now left hand's going to slowly start to reach down towards the floor as left ear lowers to left shoulder. Breathe into this right side of your neck. And now little subtly just drop the chin towards the chest and give a little tug on the right with the right hand underneath of the chair. And breathe into the right side of your neck, and perhaps it feeds into the upper right shoulder blade. If you need a little more, option to take the left hand outside of the right side of your head by your ear. It's gentle. It only needs about a pound of pressure. Come back to center. Now take the left hand, grab underneath of the chair. The right fingertips start to reach down as right ear lowers towards right shoulder. Subtle little point of your chin towards your left collarbone. Now keep that tilt and slowly lower chin to chest. Oh, I feel some tightness in the upper left part of my neck, shoulder blade. Those are your upper rib heads. Come back to center. Take a big inhale, reach both arms to the sky. Now you're going to interlace your hands behind your head. We're going to wake up the thyroid and the parathyroid glands. They're located in your throat, and the thyroid gland is in charge of every organ in your body. Take a big inhale, and now come forward, elbows to knees on your elbows come together, chin to chest. On an exhale, open up and send some fresh oxygen there. On an inhale, it sends you forward. On an exhale, open up. 2 more times. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, opens you up. 1 more time. Inhale, come forward. Exhale to open up. Inhale, release your arms down by your sides. Relax, roll your shoulders up towards your ears. Invite the shoulder blades down to your back pockets, to the seat of the chair for 5, 4, 3. Just encourages that chest up and that good posture. 2, 1. And now pause, palms face the front of the room. Close your eyes. Invite the shoulders to relax. Subtle tuck of the chin back. For 3, for 2. Take a big inhale, reach to the sky. Melt your hands into heart center. Extend the right leg straight out in front of you, and maybe scooch a little further to the end of the chair. Take a big inhale, reach up. Take an exhale, reach yourself forward, your hands reaching towards your right foot, towards the floor, lowering your tummy towards your right thigh. Relax the head, the neck. Breathe into that right hamstring. And then gently bring yourself back up. You're going to cross the right ankle now over top of the left leg, just above the knee. Take your right hand, gently place it on the inside of the right knee. Take your left hand and stick it on the sole of your right foot. As a reminder to keep that dorsiflexion there, gently press down and sit taller. Now begin to hinge yourself forward. Breathe into your right hip. And gently bring yourself back up. Now, uncrossing that right leg, you're going to pick up both feet and send them to the left side of the chair. So lift up, both feet swing to the left. Now, I want this right butt cheek to hang off the side of the chair. Your left butt cheek's going to support you on the chair as we come to a low lunge, Anjaneyasana. It's modified so that we can use the chair, helping bring the floor to us. So you're going to bring the right knee down to the ground. Relax that top of that right foot. Let me see if this helps more. Better light. Is that better, Ann? Or too much? Okay. Right knee drops down to the ground. The left knee points to the side of the left side of the room. All right. Now I'm going to take my left hand and just place it on the back of the chair. Send your right arm to the sky. And now we're going to start to lean over the back of our chair. Now squeeze that right glute and push your right hip forward as we lean left over the back of the chair, and breathe into this whole right side body. Oh, such a good stretch. And pause there, remembering that as we get into the tight areas of our body, we tend to hold our breath. So come back to that breath. Come back to center. Now the right hand's going to reach down and maybe touch the back of my left leg, or my right leg, sorry. Right hand touches the back of the right leg anywhere. Left arm can go to the sky. Left hand can stay supported here. I'm going to give you a third option. And remember, I just give you options. Go where it works for you. Option to grab the right foot. Breathe into the top of that right thigh. Feel a little deeper stretch in that right leg. Or option just to stay right where Ann is. Beautiful. Release the right foot if you grabbed a hold of it. Now the right foot comes up by my left foot. So good. And now swing yourself back center. Come back center on the chair. All right. Heel toe your feet about hip width or even as wide as the mat. Take a big inhale. Reach to the sky. On your exhale, forward fold inside of the legs. The hands land inside of the feet. Round the spine a lot. Great stretch on that low back. Relax your head and hang out here for another full breath. And then gently bring yourself back up, rolling up one vertebra at a time. And then bring the legs back together. Extend the left leg out long. Shining the sole of your left foot towards the front of the room. Take a big inhale, reach up. Take an exhale, reach yourself forward. Your hands reaching towards the floor, blocks your foot. Bending that left knee a little, depending on the you pull its leg, the crown of your head towards your left foot, and breathe into that tightness here. Remembering that hamstrings, back of our legs, that tightness there is a huge culprit of low back pain. And then slowly start to bring yourself back up. Now the left ankle is going to cross over the left knee, sole of your left foot. Push through that foot, lean yourself forward, gently adding that pressure into that left leg, and breathe into your left hip. And so gently bring yourself back up, unhook the left leg, and now both knees are going to face the right side. So pick them up, send them to the right side. Let this left hip kind of hang off and bend the left knee, press it down towards the ground. Now hold on to the chair with the right arm. Take the left arm to the sky. Begin to lean over the back of the chair. Come forward with the left hip. Maybe even look up at the ceiling. Avoid any discomfort in that neck. If there's discomfort in the neck, look down at the ground. Look at the side wall. Allow the sensation, the emphasis to be on the left side body. Now stay there, come back center, left hand touches the back of the left leg, touches the left foot, maybe even grabs a hold of the left foot, but not necessary, just wherever you need that extra love. Remembering that you are your greatest teacher, so you're at home. Discover where the tightness, where the stiffness is. Right arm can reach up and back, just options. Bring yourself back to center, the left leg up by your right, and now swing yourself back to center. Once again, the feet wide. Take a big inhale, reach up. Take an exhale, spill yourself forward. Round a lot, chin into the chest, breathe. And then gently bring yourself back up. Bring those legs together. One little modified salutation. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale to half lift. Lift your heart, flatten the back. Exhale, melt it down. Inhale, touch the sky, sit tall. Hands come into heart center. All right, we're going to stand up out of our chair for a little simple flow. Coming to the back of our chair. So make your way to the back of the chair. I'm going to come forward a little more. All right, come to the back of the chair. All right, stand up nice and tall for me. Take a big inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold yourself forward. Hands touch the butt of the chair. Take a big inhale, lengthen the spine, press into the back of the chair. Now look, if your torso or you're not tall enough and you want to come to the front of the chair and come here, that option is to come here if the back of this chair is too tall and your tummy's kind of touching it or hovering over it. Feel free to come to the back, to come to the side of the chair. The back of the chair is used for a little bit of balance if you need it, right? So wherever you need to be, I'll leave Ann to the back of the chair and I'll come to the front side of the chair. All right, find that nice long spine. We're gonna come into a songbird spinal balance. So stay here, strong in the hands, and lift your right leg to the back of the room. Right foot to the back of the room, right leg lifts. Now stay here, reach your left arm to the front of the room and pause here in this standing songbird spinal balance. And then gently, the left hand comes back down. You're going to come to a cross fold. So my right foot is going to step behind my left foot and the legs are crossed. Begin to melt yourself down, bending into this, head towards the chair. Press the hips away. Breathe into the back of your legs, your hips. And then gently come back up onto the hands, lengthen that spine, find a long spine. Now disconnect that right leg, so kick your right leg back to the sky. And now you're going to relax your right foot by your left foot in a forward fold. On an inhale, bring your hands back up onto the back of the chair. On an exhale, melt down. On an inhale, root to rise, touch the sky. On the exhale, fold yourself back forward over the back of the chair. On an inhale, long spine, press into the butt of the chair. Lift the left leg, left foot reaches to the back of the room. Finding songbird, spinal balance on the other side. Right arm reaches over to the front of the room and pause for 5, 4, 3, 2. Place the right hand back on the chair, and now you're just going to set your left foot outside of your right foot. And now fold yourself down, come down a little further, maybe forearms onto the chair. Breathe into the hip. Put a generous bend in the knees if those hamstrings, hips, glutes are tight. And gently come back up onto the hands. Inhale to half lift, flatten the back. Uttanasana, fold forward. Mountain pose, unhook the left leg. Set the left foot by your right foot, root to rise, touch the sky. Exhale, hands come into heart center, plug back in. All right, now you're gonna set your right foot. I'm gonna turn back so I can use the back of my chair for balance. We're gonna step our right foot under the chair. We're gonna stagger back on our left foot. All right, so my feet are staggered. My toes face the front of the room. And it's as if your feet are on railroad ties instead of a tightrope. All right, coming into pyramid pose, bring your hands down on the butt of the chair. Slide your right thigh back into the midline. Be heavy in the heels. And now you can stay here if you need to come a little deeper, spill yourself over the chair and come deeper into it. By all means, feel free to stay here if this is enough tug and pull on your right hamstring, the underside of your right leg. And then slowly bring yourself back up onto your hands, flatten the back as we find a twist. Left hand stays on the chair, right arm reaches to the side of the room. Heavy in the left heel and feel a calf stretch in that left leg. Maybe right arm revolves to the sky in a revolved triangle, but not necessary. Right hand comes back down. Now step back about 3, 4 more inches on the left foot and come onto your left tiptoe. Bend into the right knee. Now we're into a low lunge. Bring your hands on the back of the chair. Bend into right leg. Stay high on the tiptoe of your left foot. Tiny little bend in the left knee and tuck your tailbone under. Bend into the right leg. High lunge pose. Option to stay right here. Second option, lift the left arm up, let the right arm stabilize you. Option 2, lift the right arm up by the left, or maybe just stay here, right? And pause for 5, 4, 3, 2. Place the hands back on the chair. You're going to drop your left foot parallel to the back of the room. As we prepare to come into Warrior 2, right hand stays on the chair. Take your left hand and swing it to the back of the room. Now the left palm faces the ground. Stay bent in the right leg, right knee reaching towards and maybe even touching the back of the right chair. Stay here in this modified Warrior 2 or extend the right arm and reach it out. Remembering the chair is always there for balance. Your right foot is reaching to the back, right toe is reaching to the chair, perhaps even underneath of it. Hug to the outside of your left foot. All right, right hand stays on the chair, reaching out in front of you as we reverse warrior. Push into the chair, stay bent in the right leg. Left hand can wrap around the back or walk down the back of the left leg. Look to the sky. Discomfort in your neck, look down to the ground. Side angle pose. Reach that left arm to the sky. Bring your right hand down onto the butt of your chair or right forearm down to the chair. Side angle. Bring that left hand down, place it on the chair. Come on the tiptoe of your left foot again. You're back in low lunge. Step your left foot up to meet your right foot. Maybe slide back if you slid. Take a big inhale, reach up. On an exhale, dive yourself forward, hands to the butt of the chair, head falls down. On an inhale, arch to Uttanasana, half lift, flatten the back. On an exhale, head towards the chair, melt down. On an inhale, root to rise, touch the sky. Hands come into heart center, Samasthiti, plug back in. Hands now to the back of the chair again. All right, left foot's gonna stay towards the front of the chair or even under the chair, right foot staggers back. Heavy in the heels, shift to the heels of the feet. The butt shifts back as we prepare for that modified pyramid pose on this side. Legs are on, feet are on railroad ties, so make sure there's some width in them. And then bring your hands down to the butt of the chair. Feel the left thigh slide back into the midline. You're gonna pause here, come down a little further, allow your chest to just be supported and spill over the back of the chair. The head spill down. Keep sliding that left thigh back into the midline. So feel the back of the left hamstring and pause there. And now on an inhale or to Uttanasana, flatten the back. We're gonna find that twist, revolved triangle pose. Right hand stays on the chair, left hand reaches to the side of the room. Stay there, maybe start to reach and revolve your left fingertips to the sky. Be heavy in the right heel, breathe into that right hamstring or lower right part of your calf. You should feel the lower right part of your leg as we revolve, and that left hip keeps adducting into your right hip. Left hand comes down, come back center. Bring the hands back onto the back of the chair. All right, we're gonna stagger and get a little longer. So slide the right foot to the back until the right heel lifts. Coming onto your right tiptoe. Now stay here, maybe right arm reaches up and just pause. If you want to come into that full crescent, the left arm can reach up, but not necessary. Let's be gentle. Bring the right hand back down on the chair. Drop that left foot so it's parallel to the back of the room. All right. If you look down, your right heel or your left heel is going to line up with the right heel or the arch of that right foot. So line the feet up, bend into your left leg a lot, and now reach that right arm and back to the back of the room. Squeeze this right glute, hug to the outside of the right foot. All right, you can stay here. You can find that full warrior two and come here. Feeling a little off balance today, left hand comes back down on the chair. Keeping the legs in an isometric, no movement. Move at that upper body. Right hand down the side. Look over your right shoulder up at the crease of the ceiling. Stay here, reverse warrior. Left arm can reach up, but again, not necessary. Side angle. Place that left forearm down on the chair. Send your right arm to the sky. Come back to center. The right hand comes down. Pivot on the ball of your right foot. Step your right foot up to meet your left foot. Take a big inhale. Reach to the sky. Exhale, dive yourself forward, forward fold. On an inhale to half lift, lengthen the spine. On an exhale, melt down. On an inhale, root to rise, touch the sky. Hands come into heart center, plug into your heart. Ah, so good, so good. Take your feet wide. We're gonna come wider than our chair. Toes to 10 and 2 as we prepare for goddess pose. So begin to bend the knees and sink down. bending them to your edge, wherever that is for you, whatever that looks like today, allowing the back of the chair to support us, and imagine that our back just slid down a wall. So put this upper body between two panes of glass, come a little further, and pause. One more breath. Start to straighten the legs, pivot your toes so they face the front of the room, and the knife edges of your feet are parallel to the front and back of the room, or your mat if you're on your mat. And now fold yourself forward, hands onto the butt of the chair. Allow the head to relax. Allow your upper body just to spill over the back of the chair, and breathe into the back of the legs where the hamstring meets the crease of your butt. And then gently begin to bring yourself back up, hands onto the back of the chair. Either heel toe your feet together or pick them up and step together. About hip width apart. One more little half sun salutation. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, dive yourself forward. Inhale to half lift, lengthen the spine, flatten your back. Exhale, let it all out. Inhale, root to rise, touch the sky. Bring your hands into heart center, plug in Samasthiti. All right, we're going to come into downward facing dog on the back of our chair. So placing your hands on the back of that chair. Hands on the back of the chair. Just start to step yourself back. You want to find a long spine. Your body parallel to the sky. Your hands are supported on the chair. Now start to let your head drop. This is an excellent, more probably like puppy pose in yoga than downward facing dog, but we call it down dog to the back of our chair. Imagine the tailbone pulling to the back of the room, your heart to the front of the room, and you're finding that long spine. The head drops down between the arms, and you're should be feeling a sweet release in the shoulders if they're tight, side gills, back of the legs if they're tight. Remembering your breath is your best guide. It's the anchor that's going to hold you here, but it's also your power, your strength, and your class and your practice. Keep the left hand on the chair and just let your right arm kind of hang down. Let it spin in circles, both directions. And now switch, go the other direction. And now place your right hand back on the chair. Let the left arm kind of float down, allowing that humerus to just rotate in the ball and socket as if you're stirring a great big pot of soup underneath of you. Reverse directions. And then gently releasing, left hand back on the chair. Big stretch back, big heart down or hips down. And slowly roll yourself up. Step your feet back to the back of the chair. Oh, so good, so good. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold yourself forward. Inhale to half lift, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen the spine. Uttanasana, fold forward. Tadasana, mountain pose, Samasthiti. Hands come into prayer hands. Thumbs plug into your chest. All right, we're going to come down onto our mats. So come down onto the mats. We're going to come down onto our backs. So I'm going to slide my chair onto here, and we're going to face the back of our chair. So I'm going to move this so hopefully you guys can see here. All right. We're going to come down onto our backs. Okay. And bring your bolster with you at home if you have that bolster. And we'll just Keep it back behind us for our head. So come on down there. All right, and we're gonna have the back of the chair face us. Feel free to use that chair if you need it to get down here. And I'm gonna slide the chair onto my mat so it doesn't slip on the floor. If you're at home and you got carpet, you probably won't have issues with that. All right. So we're going to start in a seated position. Extend the legs straight-ish out in front of you, toes to the sky. So maybe with a strap, a towel, whatever you have around you, we're going to do a couple seated folds. So find that nice long spine. Take a big inhale, reach up, and then exhale, reach towards the chair, maybe your toes. And remember that chair's there. It'll help you find that long spine and that lengthening there. And then gently bring yourself back up. And we're going to come down now onto our backs. So come on down onto your backs, put a bend in the knees, and make your way down onto your back. So using that pillow for a nice little rest for the head. And then cactus the arms out to the side. Bring the soles of your feet together until they touch. And then let the knees spill out in Baddha Konasana, butterfly legs. Pausing here for 2 breaths. Letting that equate to about 20 seconds. Inhale in on a 5 count, exhale out on a 5 count. And one more deep breath. And gently close the knees like a book. You're going to heel toe your feet as wide as the mat, keeping a bend in the knees. Arms still stay cactus field pose to the sky, and your palms face the sky. Knuckles rest on the floor. Let both of the knees dump off to the right and look to your left. So remember, the feet need to be wide so that we keep the hips in line with the spine. Safest on your low back. And gently bring the legs back to center, letting the knees spill off to the left and look right. And gently bring the knees back to center. Heel toe your feet back hip width. And make sure you slide your heels close to your glutes, probably a hand's width or a dollar bill's width away and no more. Relax your arms down by your sides. And now subtle tuck of your tailbone under until you feel the mid spine and the low spine connect to the mat. Stay there, and now slightly start to lift your hips up and squeeze that posterior chain. That's the back side of your body that you can't see in the mirror. Squeeze there and pause for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then slowly, slowly lower back down. I'm going to give you 2 options for pigeon pose. Option 1, right ankle goes over left leg. So watch Anne. The second option, reach in, grab the left leg and pull it into the chest and come to a modified reclined pigeon. Option 3 is I'm going to slide this chair a little closer to me so that my right knee is directly under my left knee is directly under my left hip. And then I'm going to cross the right leg somewhere in front, just below or just above that knee, on top of that left thigh, and then gently press out. So just allowing the chair to help lift and use and stabilize the left leg, giving permission for the upper body to stay relaxed. And then we'll switch that out. If you did so on the other side, lower the left foot. If you're on the chair, stay on the chair and put your right foot on the chair. If you're on the ground, like Anne, my little helper here, reach and grab the right leg if available and breathe into that modified pigeon. Modified pigeon on a chair, right leg stays here, left ankle just above that right knee. Gently pressing with the left hand, relax through your upper body, pause. 3 full breaths here. And when the mind begins to wander, still match the inhalation with the exhalation. Going a little further into the stretch each and every breath. And gently releasing, come back center, unhook that left leg. And now if you have that chair close by, I just use my foot to kind of slide it close to me. Knees travel underneath of the hips. Put both of your feet on the chair. So we're going to let our legs be supported by this chair. Let them kind of lap over the top of it, even the calf, the upper part of the calf, if you want to stretch and get a little deeper into it. And cactus the arms out to the side. And allowing gravity to take over. Notice what part of your body is being supported by the mat. Notice how your breath feels now compared to the beginning of your practice. With each and every inhale is joy, hope, peace, gratitude, faith that you're breathing into your body. The exhale is a detoxification, a ridding, getting rid of that stress, anxiety in your body. The manifestation of the good stuff. Feel the low back as it begins to release and let go. A great asana posture for releasing of the low back. Never forgetting to just simply breathe. Slowly, slowly begin to come back into your body. Wiggle all 10 of your fingers, all 10 of your toes, maybe even scrunch them up. Gently release the feet back down onto the floor. I just use my feet to kind of push that chair off away from me. And then begin to make bigger movements, rolling onto your left or right side and coming into fetal position. And leaving here the stress, the anxiety, the worrying. And taking with you a heart of mind, body, spirit. And gently begin to press yourself up to a seat, crossing your legs in Sukhasana, maybe sitting on a block, that bolster, maybe even perhaps coming back to your chair if that feels more comfortable to you. Invite the eyes to shut and your hands to meld in prayer hands, thumbs plugged into your heart center. The eyes softly shut. The light in each and every one of you truly is the light of me. Thank you, Anne, for helping practice today and being here, sharing your energy. Thank you at home for taking the time to set aside this time for yourself. It is so important, essential to your well-being, not just physically, but mentally. Find the time for yourself and your world will change for the better. The light in you honors and respects. The light in me, honors and respects the light in each and every one of you. From my heart to yours, Shante, Shante, Shante. And we all say, Namaste. Thank you to all of us at home. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for taking this time. And until next time, we'll see you.